What's up guys, Chris from AndroidPIT.com with the legendary LG G3 and the brand new flagship from Samsung, the Galaxy S6. Now straight up, you wouldn't find two phones that look much more different than these two. Up the back we've got a glass panel on the back now with the S6, massive fingerprint magnet versus the revised plastic back on the G3, which actually got rid of the awful fingerprint magnet from the G2. Now in terms of cameras as well, you'll see there's some pretty big differences. We've got all of our buttons on the back here on the G3, dual LED flash and a laser autofocus module with a 13 megapixel camera with optical image stabilization. And on the S6 we've got a raised camera lens, which you can probably see on the side there. And it's a 16 megapixel camera with optical image stabilization along with a single LED flash and a heart rate sensor. Now, taking a look at the sides, you'll see, of course, all of our buttons on the G3 are on the back, so there's nothing on the side. On the S6, we've just got the power and the SIM tray. Swing it around to the other side, and you can take a look at the volume rocker on the S6, and also the kind of interesting style they've gone. It's kind of rounded corners, but with a flat edge along the side. It actually feels really nice and premium. Although the glass on the back does get a little slippery, especially when it gets covered in fingerprints and gets a little juicy, whereas the curve of the G3 fits in the hand a little bit better. Up top, not much to see, IR blasters and pinhole mics, and on the bottom, of course, headphone port and micro USB port as well. On the S6, we've got a rear-mounted speaker bottom-mounted speaker and a rear-mounted speaker on the G3. So let's take a look at the interface on both. I'll just go back to the home screens. So obviously Optimus UI on the G3 and the new look TouchWiz on the S6. Now they're both running the latest version of Android, but you can see the interfaces are very, very different. The S6 looks a lot like the interface we had on the Note 4, and the G3 has got its sort of own thing going on. It's equally nice, it's kind of minimal. I don't mind it, but I have to admit that I kind of like TouchWiz more. I never thought I'd hear myself saying that, but I actually do like what Samsung has managed to do with their interface. So it's gone from one of my least favorites to one of my favorites. It's still not quite as fast as I think everyone would like it to be, but it's a lot better than it used to be. Now, taking a look in the app drawer, you can see the difference in icons and stuff. Most of the icons from previous Galaxy devices have just been ported over, but there is obviously a lot more material design going on in the S6 as well. Let's have a quick look there. And there, so there's some more differences as well. LG going for the big list and Samsung for more icons. So that's about it for now. The front-facing cameras, of course, are very different as well. It's 2.1 on the G3, 5 megapixels on the S6. Obviously, the camera performance on the G3 is fantastic from that main camera on the back, but from what we've seen of the camera on the S6 so far, it looks like it could be even better than the G3. More storage options as well. There's a 128GB version of the S6 and no 128GB version of the G3. However, the G3 does have a micro SD card expansion slot, which we no longer have on the S5. Of course, the G3 battery is also removable and a little bit larger than on the S6. So let us know in the comments below which device you think is better, which one you think got it more right, and who made the biggest mistakes when they brought out their flagship, LG or Samsung. Let us know in the comments below which one you like. Subscribe to the channel for more comparisons and more info from MWC 2015.